Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be doing some inner VLAN routing as well as OSPF implemented on a layer 3 switch. I did 3 different networks. I did campus 1, campus 2, and an admin network. So I'm going to do a little design, separate these VLANs according to different departments, and we'll get started. So the first thing I did was, like I said, did 3 different layer 3 switches. Um, since I am going to do VLAN routing, and I don't plan on doing routing on a stick, I'll be making a video on that later. The best way to do it is this, which is a layer 3 switch. It acts kind of like a router, but not exactly. This is designed for sort of small, well, large campus type networks, like a school, for example, would be a best place where you need this type of technology. But again, depending on business needs, they'll tell you exactly what, well, whoever the network architect is going to tell you exactly what they want. This case, we're doing a school, and yeah, so to get started, I did some crossover cabling on gigabit interfaces on each one of these switches connecting each other. So do here is start with campus 1, which is, well, sorry, this is going to be my network 1. Sorry, this is going to be my network 2. And you'll see the nice thing about what do you call it? The nice thing about packet tracer is that you can really get organized with these, and this is what I mean. So I'm going to start with the first network, which I plan on having an English department, a math department, and a history department. So just say 2 PCs on each department. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, and then for my network 2, I plan on having the science department here and the technology department here. And I'm going to divide it or categorize it according to the VLAN. So this is just naming the switch, and then you'll see what I mean with the VLANs in a sec. So just going to connect each one here. Here, let's say a PC for the dean and, I don't know, the secretary for that. Oops. Just do this. There. Okay. So, no configurations just yet. You see a lot of green here, but we want it all green. See a lot of green, a lot of yellows, because we don't have any internet protocols, no VLANs, none of that. Okay, so let's start here by getting organized. And let's say purplish is going to be switch department. Okay. Run view. I'm just gonna zoom out a lot actually. Delete that and just do fill the color. Okay. Yes, you want that. Yes, fill color. Okay. So the circle here, fill color. There we go. And you know what? Actually, hold on. Undo that. We're actually gonna move all of this and just centralize it. Hold on. One second. I'm just gonna try and make this easier to see here. Sure it's not working. Hold on. Not resize. All of this here. Move it. Right here. Perfect. Okay. So now highlight here. Get some nice blue here. Okay. Here. Orange here. So the reason I'm doing this for these topologies is so visually, I mean, it's not only for aesthetics, but it also helps you see exactly how all these things are divided and how these topologies actually come together. This will go dark bluish up here. There. Okay. So what am I gonna do? So first I am going to design this network, decide on what kind of IPs I'm gonna use, what VLAN is gonna be assigned what, and what I'm gonna name each VLAN. And honestly, this is what's gonna keep our network organized and easier to access when somebody needs to come and make any sort of changes or updates to each department. And that's why, we're going to take these notes, write down everything that, not necessarily our configurations, we can always look that up, but what the design of the network is and what IP addresses were assigned to what interfaces on what department. So we're going to start with network 1. So for network 1, okay, I'll place on my notes here. So for network 1, campus 1. assign VLAN 10 is going, VLAN 10 will be my English department. VLAN 10, English department. VLAN 10 IP address. IP address, I am going to assign it the 192.168.10.1. 1 to the 24 subnet mask, also known as 255.255.255.0. Okay. That's 24. Okay. VLAN 10, I have PC 0 and PC 1. PC 0. Yeah, actually, PC 0 IP address. I'm just gonna copy this. Sorry. And then paste it down here. Instead of .1, I'll put .2. PC1 IP address. .3 and default gateway for those for end device 192.1. Well, actually, no. You know what? This is gonna probably even better. PC 0 and 192.168.10.1, which is VLAN 10. Okay. So I organize that. All I'm going to do is highlight all of this and copy, and then you'll see my notes right here. So there's my copy, paste, and then we're gonna do now we're gonna do VLAN 20. And the VLAN 20 address is gonna be the same thing, except it'll be 20.1, 20.2, 20.3, and this is gonna be for PCs 2 and 3. So go up here, PC 2, PC 3, 2 and 3, VLAN 20. So once again, I am just doing this so I have a reference when I design. Well, it's basically a design here, but it's a reference on Packet Tracer. A great way to get organized and know exactly what you're going to assign what before we get started with the whole thing. So there. And actually this right here, this will move down here. And actually this is not going to be the English department. This right here will be the math department. 20 math department. Okay. So now we're gonna add another note, and this will be my VLAN 30. Yep. VLAN 30 will be my English, math. This will be my history department. Yeah, 30 IP address, 30.1, 30.2, 30.3, 30. So once you get your initial idea, it's really not that hard. So VLAN 30 will be my history department, and right here, this will be my network 2 campus, network 2 campus 2. Okay, this is going to be my VLAN 40 6 and 7. Okay, default for PC 6 and 7, and move this real quick. I'm really getting close to this computer. Hold on. Make this small. There we go. I got 20% battery remaining. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to charge the camera instead. Okay. So, oops. Nope. Actually, nope. There we go. So, it's going to be network 2, campus 2. This, so that was not that English department. I'm going to change. This is going to be the technology department. This will be 50, 50. For PCs 8 and 9. Okay, and then 8, PC 9, then PC 7, PC 8. This is going to be science department, technology department, PC 6, oops, 6 and 7. 6, 7. Okay. 40.1, campus 2, PC 4 and 5. So PC 4, okay, number on campus. Okay, PC 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, add one last note here. This is going to be campus 3. So, network 3, campus 3. Well, actually, no campus. admin building. It's going to be the admin department. VLAN 60. That's 60. We're going to change that to 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. 10. 11. 10. 11. Where did I say? There we go. 10, 11. Okay. Oops. It's just, I don't know why. Is that PC? Exclamation points PC1. Yep. So, all right. VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. So I'm gonna write in the box here. So right here, I'm gonna just put this right here. VLAN 60. VLAN 10. VLAN 30. VLAN 40. VLAN 50. Okay, so there. All right, now here I'm gonna assign these gigabit interfaces. So 192. So this is gonna be. We're gonna first see which interface is connected. So gigabit 0-1. 0-1 and 0-1. This will be the network 192.168.80. No, let's do that. 80. Well, they can be 10. Because it's going to be inter VLAN routing, that won't interfere or anything, but with OSPF. So, well, we're going to keep it simple. Let's just say .80. .0-32. Okay, then this one will be the 192.168.90.0-32. This down here will be the 192.168.70.0-32. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So now the fun part. What we're gonna do first is establish our connections between our layer 3 switches. Okay. So we're gonna assign them IP addresses, correct? And then we'll get started with the VLANs and then finally the OSPF. So gigabit 0-1 on each one of these switches, the network 1 and the network 3. On gigabit 0-1, we're gonna assign it. It's, let's just say host name network 1 switch. Oh. Okay. Now interface, gigabit 0-1, IP address. Actually, since it is a layer 3 switch, there is a step that we must take in order for this to work, and it is the no switch port. You have to do, before we assign an IP address, we have to do the no switch port command. Here's why. So if I want to do the IP address 192.168.80.say1 255.255.255.0 or 252, sorry, because it's 230. It won't let me. It just won't let me. It's a special command because it's not a router. We'll be in switch port mode. We want to put no switch port. Okay. No shut. Bring that up. And now we can assign the IP address. Bam. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this interface here. So, would you like to enter? No. Enter big T network 3 switch. Oops. Host name network. Hold on, I just gotta make sure. Is it charging? It is. Okay. Network 3 switch. Okay, and we're gonna do the no switch port. Oops. Oh, sorry. Interface gigabit 0-1. No switch port. Okay, IP address 92.168.255.255.255.252. No shut. Okay. And okay. So it all came up. Well, we're not ready yet. It's not going to be able to communicate between these VLANs, and you'll see why once we assign the VLAN. So this is the 80. Now we got gigabit 02 and gigabit 01 here. So let's get this network 2 going real quick. So CLI, no, enter. So config T, host name, network 2 switch. Oops. Take that off. Okay. There. Interface gigabit 0-2. No switch port. IP address 192.168.70.2. That's fine. 255.255.255.252. No shut. I'm gonna do the 70.1 here. And I'm sorry, to 32 does not exist. It's actually to 30. Sorry. I don't know why I said to 32, but let's not confuse ourselves. 32 is not possible. So let's see. Gigabit. Oops. So I did that wrong. I apologize. So no. No IP address. I put this on the gigabit 0-2. It should be on the 1. But now that we're here, we're going to assign it its IP, the correct IP address, which is to the 90 network. 2. And interface gig 0-1. 0-1. Config T, interface gigabit 0-1. So that's 70.2, yep. And then, nope, we gotta do the no switch port first. And we'll do that. Okay, no shut. Okay, then on here, on its gigabit interface 0-2. Switch port. And we'll do the IP address and just change that to 70. Shut for best practice, and there we go. So this has 2, let's see here. Yeah, 2.2, so we're gonna do the 90 on this gigabit 0-2, 90.1. So config T is gigabit 0-2. Switchboard, enter. No shut. And okay. So this should ping the 192.168.90.2. Good, that's fine. Do it again. 100% now, and also 80.1. Perfect. Do it again, and it's good. 5 out of 5. All right. So all connected. Now the fun part, VLANs. So we're gonna start with shutting down our not native, but our VLAN 1. So how do we do that? Config T. Interface VLAN 1 shut. Why do we do that? That's a security measure, because we can have some hackers trying to flood our layer 3 switches through our common VLAN 1. So and config T interface VLAN 1 shuts. Bam. Interface VLAN 1 shut. And okay. Now to make VLAN 10, how do we do that? Well, it's pretty simple. First, well, we're just going to go to global config mode, VLAN 10, VLAN name, going to name it English department. Oops. There. We'll just say English. All right, so we're gonna exit here and gonna look on here what interfaces are connected to VLAN 10, PC0 and PC1. We're gonna make those into access. So exit, configure, interface, VLAN 10. Okay. Well, let's assign it this IP address first. 192.168.10.1. 1, 255.255. 255.0 exit. So, and there's another command called IP routing, which is going to enable inter VLAN routing on these devices, which we'll do it on right now on global config mode. So IP routing. That's it. It'll allow for routes to go in between VLANs on the same switch. Now, to exit the switch, you're gonna have to have the what do you call it? The VLANs on these end devices as your, well, these IP addresses as your default gateways, and we're going to get to that right now. So we enabled IP routing. We assigned the IP address to our VLAN. Now we're going to go to our interfaces. So there's a little trick to get if they're in the same range, in chronological order like these are, fast Ethernet 1 and 2, we can do the interface range command, FA0-1 and 2, switch port mode access, puts that in access, switch port access VLAN 10. It's that simple. There. So now we're going to assign our devices, our end devices. The default gateway is going to be 192.168.10.1, which is our VLAN 10. Then the IP address for this one, which I set for PC0, look right here, PC0, it's going to be 192.168.10.2. 2. Bam. Okay. And it went default to the 24 network. Okay, subnet mask. Okay, and then configure here default gateway 192.168.10.1. It's going to be the default gateway, and 192.168.10.3. And there. And there, let's see that, and let's see. Yep. So global settings looks correct. IP address is correctly assigned. Now interface 4 and 5. I'm assuming that's 5. What's this one? Interface 3 and 4. Okay. So interface range 3 and 4. Well, actually, now that we're here, let's create the other VLAN. So VLAN 20, name, math, okay, and then exit, interface VLAN 20. Actually, this is a nice thing about, so we can do the IP address. A lot of these commands we can shortcut, and it's really awesome how you can just bounce between commands, and I'll show you what I mean here to save us time. Okay, so T. So let's say interface range, right? Interface range 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Okay. So we're going to put switchboard mode access. Switch port access. Sorry. VLAN 20. Just like that. Enter. That's it. Then exit. Then we're going to make VLAN 30. IP address. IP address at 30. Actually, we're going to give it a name. Hold on. Name. I think we called it history. History department. Sorry, I gotta zoom in here. Let's see. We'll call it name history. Then exit. Assign it its IP address 30.1. Exit. Go to interface range. Interface range, fast Ethernet 5 and 6, of course. 5 and 6. Okay, and then we're going to go to switch port mode access. There, we just saved ourselves a bunch of time. Okay, so there. All our VLANs are done. They have their IP addresses. Now we're going to assign our IP addresses to our end devices. So default gateway for PC2 is going to be 192.168.20.1. And then the IP address for PC2 we said was going to be 192.168.20.2 to the 24 subnet mask, and then here it's going to be the same thing, but about 3, 4, its IP address, same default gateway, just VLAN 20, so 168.20.3, there we go, and 192.168.30.1, then fast Ethernet for PC4, 192.168.30.2, 192.168.30.3. So here we are. Now we're going to do the same thing on this interface here. So VLAN 40. So interface config T, VLAN 40, name, and we said the name for VLAN 40 is going to be science department, but we'll just keep it simple, science, bam. Exit. Interface VLAN 40. Okay, so do IP address 192.168.40.1, 55.255.255.0. Shut, exit, exit. Now on this router, we're gonna do IP routing, which is what we gotta do on every router. So let me just go back here to network 3. So enable config T IP routing. Okay. There. Okay. So I'm gonna do the same thing. Just VLAN 50. Name. Technology. Technology. Exit. Interface. VLAN 50. IP address, switch that to 50, and then bam. Now the interface range for 40 is going to be, let's see, interface range fasting the net 1, 2, so. Switch port mode access, switch port access, VLAN 40. Look at the space. Interface range 3 and 4. Switchboard mode access. Switchboard access 50. Bam. Okay, so now we're going to assign the IP addresses. So we're going to start with PC6, which is going to have 192.40.2. So I would say it's a lot, but it's okay. Once the feeling of all this interconnecting and doing the correct layer 3 routing and inter-VLAN switching, it's like magic. So we're gonna feel proud of ourselves once it's done. So go 40.1, 40.2. So yep, there we go. That was sent for PC7, same thing, but .3. So same default gateway, 40.1. So 192.168.40.3. There we go. Bam. So my mask is correct. So 192.168.50.1. 192.168.50.2. This we decided for our PC8. Yep. Okay. So 168.50.3. 168.50.3. go. And finally, we're in VLAN 60. So, VLAN 60. Did we shut down VLAN 1? We did. Okay, so VLAN 60. Name, admin. Exit. Interface, VLAN 60. IP address 192.168.60.1 255.255.255.0. Enter, no, shut. Okay. Exits. Okay. Interface range 1 and 2. Interface range FA0-1 through 2. Switch port of access. Switch port access. VLAN 60. Exit. Okay. So this PC10 default gate 192.168.60.1. Then 192.168.60.2. 192.168.60.1 for the default gateway. 192.168.60.3. There we go. There we go. All right. So, let's see. Let's try pinging within the network to see if these are set up correctly. And then we will troubleshoot if necessary. Okay, so I want to ping the PC 5. Same network, different VLAN. So that would be our inter VLAN portion. So I'll go here, to terminal, command prompt, ping 192.168.30.3. There. Took a little while, but it's there. There, 4 received, 0 lost. So that's good. That's good. If I could ping that, means my default gateways work, and I should be able to ping 192.168.30.3. There we go. That's good. .10.3. There we go. It took a little while to get to the 10 network, and there we go. Inter VLAN on network 1 is good. Let's go on here and see. And here's the thing about ping. So if it has to go both ways in order for it to work. So that means that the packet has to reach PC5 to go to PC1 and PC3, and it has to go back and forth in order for it to be established and for the connection to be 100%. If not, it won't work. So it can't just be like, okay, I can reach you, but you can't reach me back. It's not going to work. So the ping's going to fail. So that's how we know that it does work. So 168.50.3. It's taking a little while, and bam, reply. Perfect. Okay. So, but what if I want to ping outside? Is there a way for me to ping the other network? Unreachable. Look at that. I can't get to network 1 on network 2, and I won't be able to get network 3 on network 2 either. Look. Unreachable. How do we fix that? Well, we're about to do that right now. So we're gonna do OSPF on the layer 3 switch. We got this, everyone. We got this. So configure T. Okay. Router. OSPF 1. Network. Now we're going to put all the networks. So 192.168. Dot 192.168.80.070. Let's just do it in chronological. 70.0. And we're going to do the what do you call it? Our subnet mask, but backwards. So instead of 0, instead of 255.255.255, we're going to do 000.3, which will represent the subnet mask in a regular form, which is 255.255.255.252. Okay, so and the area will be 0. Okay. Oops. I forgot a octet. There we go. Then we'll do that for the 80. That for the 90. Area 0, and now we're going to do the 192.168.10 network. 20 network. Right? Yep. 30 network. 40 network. 50 network. And 60 network. Oops. Okay. So let's see. Can we actually copy? Actually, I can't. So I think we can make this simpler on us. How would we do that? Well, let's get started by doing a little note here. Okay. Network 192.168. Actually, you know what? No, let's just grind it out. Just grind it out. No shortcuts. We're gonna do this the right way. Well, not that a shortcut is the wrong way. We want to make this as quickly as possible, but for the sake of practice, we'll do it this way. Router OSPF 1. Oops. Router OSPF 1. Network 168.70.0.0.0.3 area 0. And then we're gonna do 80. Look, the established neighbors. Look at that. Lovely. Look at that, loading done. And we're gonna keep getting messages as the connection establishes itself. From loading to full, we're gonna keep getting connections. And that's the exciting part about all this. Once you know that these connections are established and that you can get from one network to the other, it's just a wonderful feeling. So, let's see, 90.0, 192.168.10, 255.255.255, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, and all right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the network 3. So great, we're in configuration mode already. So router OSPF 1. Okay, 192.168.70.0.0.0.3 area 0. Oops, 192.168. Okay, hold on. Network, sorry. Going too fast. Network. So 92. So 70, 80, and 90. Now we're gonna go ahead and just switch this to 255. Oh, there we go. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome, great. Switch this to, oops. Did that log in? I hope it did not. Let's just make sure it didn't. See, if it did, we'll fix it later. Once we show the running config command. So change this to 255 and then change this to 10. $20, $30, $40, $50, $60. All right. Okay, show running config. Okay, this is where we're gonna verify their command. So I just want to make sure that I didn't do that 192.168.90.25. That'd be crazy. Let's see. Nope. I didn't. Everything looks good. Got to. Yep. So let's see. I should be able to ping the 192 from this router, the 168.10.2. There we go. That's on router 3. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a whole hour with me. I appreciate your patience, and I hope we all learned something today. As you see here, this is OSPF and inter VLAN routing. So let's do a ping from network 1 to network 3, VLAN 16. So ping 60.3. Give it a minute. Voila, it works. So, and now that it's established, it knows where to go, it knows how to route, and we're just gonna do the simulation to see how these packets travel, and we can see the magic happen. Let's exit, look at our network, beautiful. Simulate that, and go. So you can see here, it's doing Cisco Discovery Protocol right now. It's doing this patch packets, gonna drop a couple, then send a couple. Spanning tree, not too worried about that yet. So we say no, that hasn't been established. Gonna do it on all the interfaces. I'm just gonna wait till one OSPF packet sends through, and then we can see what it looks like. There it is, OSPF. See it travel through there. So it goes through its process first, and then later it goes OSPF before establishing a full connection and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hope everyone has a great evening. Thank you.